Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. My name is Christiana Sage. On this channel, I will be teaching about international law, and these teachings will be in the form of short weekly lecture series. Over time, I will be surfacing varied concepts of international law. When and where applicable, these concepts will be analyzed and brought to you as it relates to current trends in international law as they arise. At the end of this lecture, you will find the transcript of the lecture in the link below. Also, for current trend and analysis in international law, you can subscribe to my blog. All the details you will find in the comment section below. For the 39th lecture in this lecture series, we will be exploring another organ of the AU, encapsulated in Article 5H of the Constitutive Act of the AU, the Economic, Social and Cultural Council, ECOSOCC. In this lesson, we will be unpacking its purpose or objective, its composition, its functions, and its mode of operation. So let's begin. What is the Economic, Social and Cultural Council, ECOSOCC? The Economic, Social and Cultural Council, as established according to Article 22(1) of the Constitutive Act of the AU, is an advisory organ composed of different social and professional groups of member states of the AU. As a follow-up to Article 5 and 22 of the Constitutive Act of the AU, ECOSOCC was established in 2004. According to Article 2 of the ECOSOCC Statute, the objective of ECOSOCC include the promotion of continuous dialogue between all segments of the African people on issues concerning Africa and its future, forging strong partnerships with governments and all segments of civil society, in particular women, the youth, children, the diaspora, organized labor, the private sector, and professional groups. Promoting the participation of African civil society in the implementation of the policies and programs of the Union. Supporting policies and programs that will promote peace, security, and stability in Africa, and further development and integration of the continent. Promoting and defending a culture of good governance, democratic principles and institutions, popular participation, human rights and freedoms, as well as social justice. Promoting, advocating, and defending a culture of gender equality, promoting and strengthening the institutional, human, and operational capacities of the African society. According to Article 4 of ECOSOCC Statute, its membership is drawn from 150 civil society organizations drawn from social and professional groups of AU member states. ECOSOCC has as its primary aim creating a platform for African civil society organizations, CSOs, to actively engage in shaping the AU principles, policies, and initiatives. Specifically, ECOSOCC is comprised of 2 CSOs from each member state, 10 CSOs operating at regional level, 8 CSOs operating at continental level, 20 CSOs from the African diaspora, 6 CSOs in ex-officio capacity nominated by the AUC and based on special considerations in consultation with member states. The social groups that are members include those representing and advocating for the rights and well-being of women, children, youth, the elderly, and individuals with disabilities or special needs. Social and organizations in the African diaspora in accordance with the definition approved by the Executive Council. It is instructive to note that the Executive Council has a Citizenship and Diaspora Directorate, CIDO, responsible for implementing the African Union's vision of a people-oriented and driven organization based on a partnership between governments, civil societies, and diaspora. 4 professional groups. They include groups of professionals in fields such as artists, engineers, health practitioners, social workers, media, teachers, sports associations, legal professionals, social scientists, academia, business organizations, National Chamber of Commerce, workers, employers, industry and agriculture, as well as other private sector interest groups. Also, non-government organizations, NGOs, community-based organizations, CBOs, and voluntary organizations and cultural organizations are not left out. According to Article 8, ECOSOCC has a structure as the General Assembly, a standing committee, sectoral cluster committee, and the Credential Committee. The General Assembly, which is the highest decision and policy-making body, is composed of all members of the 150 CSOs. The Standing Committee is an elected committee of the General Assembly composed of 18 members. The Sectoral Cluster Committee, on the other hand, are key operational mechanisms of ECOSOCC that work to formulate opinions and provide input into the policies and programs of the African Union. These committees are Peace and Security, Political Affairs, Infrastructure and Energy, Social Affairs and Health, Human Resources, Science and Technology, Trade and Industry, Rural Economic and Agriculture, Economic Affairs, Women and Gender, cross-cutting programs to account for issues that are not covered in the above clusters, such as HIV/AIDS, international cooperation, coordination with other institutions and organs of the Union, to mention a few. Lastly, the Credential Committee, which is also established by the General Assembly, is comprised of 1 CSO representative from each of the 5 regions, 1 CSO representative of African diaspora, 1 nominated representative for special interest groups such as vulnerable groups, the aged, the physically challenged, and people living with HIV and AIDS, and 2 representatives of the Commission. Summarily, we have talked about another organ of the AU, ECOSOCC, exploring its objectives, memberships, structure, and its role within the AU framework. So I want to say thank you so very much for joining in. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when there's a new video. We would also like to connect with you on Facebook and Twitter, and let us know the content you'd like to see. Thank you.